السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. معكم رجل جيمر ونكمل قصة هيثم او الهيثم. بلاش هيثم دي. ماشي. اخر حاجة المفروض نعمل ايه اصلا؟ انا عارفة المفروض نروح هناك عند كان دارفا في ولا اسمها ايه، بس عشان ايه مش فاكرة. تقريبا عشان انفستيجيت اكتر السكولر او الراجل اللي هو بيعمل تجارب ده. I think. لا لا لا. توتو يا بنت صاحية بقى فايه. تسمعوا اصوات بقى وخناقات يعني. ممكن وارد يعني.
We should be close. Let me think. It should be this way.
Ilias, what are you doing back here?
اكيد مسمينه الياس مش إلايجا مثلا عشان هو بقى عربي فإلياس بقى.
Dad,
يلا انتوا ايه؟
it's nothing. I was just wondering how everyone was doing.
You sure
Dad?
everything's okay? Did they bully you again?
حرام عليكي رجعتي له ذكريات وحشة.
What's wrong?
I'm fine. Just a minor headache. I haven't been getting much rest lately.
Back then, I told you not to be a hero. Look how things turned out.
لا أقول إلياس ده هو نفسه الراجل
I can't imagine how things
اللي
are going
بيعمل
for you at
تجارب
the academia.
وناسي بقى.
We've even been receiving threat letters.
You don't have to force yourself to stay at the academia.
I'm all right. I just need a little rest.
Ilias doesn't seem like he wants them to know that he has amnesia.
Hey! That's enough, you two. Ilias isn't feeling well. You can keep nagging him once Ilias, let's find somewhere to talk.
إيزابيل مين دي؟ sister bringing
So, how's your headache?
It's much better now. Oh, here. It's this month's paycheck. How's everything?
Same old. It's just that everyone's worried about you. Don't mind their nagging. Deep down, they know that you did the right. It's just that after hearing a lot of bad rumors about you and seeing all the threatening letters, well, they're mom and dad. Maybe they just...
Conform.
Yeah. You don't remember? After the incident, you...
conform يعني ينصاع أو يعني زي يمشي مع يعني مثلا يكون في رأي سائد أو كده اللي هو خاص يمشي وراه بقى يمشي معاه.
Ilias? What's wrong?
I see. I remember now.
You're acting a little weird today, you know? Anyway, I understand your decision. But Mom, Dad, and I just... I don't care if you're a hero or not. I just want you to enjoy life and relax more.
Your understanding is a great comfort to me.
Is it? That's good. Are you Francis?
بس يا حبيبتي العبي بالسماعة دي. العبي بالسماعة دي.
More so these two. My name is الهيثم, and this is the traveler in Paimon.
That rings a bell.
يا حبيبتي اقعدي.
I feel more at ease knowing that my brother has friends.
بس يا ماما بس يا ماما.
Would you like to join us for dinner? I just happened to buy some extra food.
Sorry, but I still have things I need to take care of.
Well, that's a shame. Okay, I'll get going then. Take care of yourself, Ilias.
Don't worry. I won't do anything to make you guys worry again.
You remember now?
Yes, I do. Thanks for that. You know, you don't seem like such a bad person.
بالظبط ده عايزة أقوله والله يعني هو بيبان إن هو إنسان.
Is that your way of conveying gratitude?
Oh, my apologies. But I meant every word. Remember when I asked at the tavern? I said that there was a sense of familiarity, but what I really meant was a sense of loathing.
Loathing?
Yeah, but having spent some time with you, I realized that you're not someone I dislike to that extent.
شفتوا مفهوم غلط والله الهيثم ده يا جماعة. loathing يعني مش hating او hatred، لا يعني loathing يعني اكتر من الكره، يعني اللي هو احتقار وكره شديد يعني. ماشي لما قعد معاه شوية غير رأيه.
Strange, isn't it? Why did I have the...
My strength is that I don't care about what others think. If you could also develop this quality, then you won't be as bothered by complicated social relationships.
والله عندك حق، انك ما طز الناس بتظن عنك ايه، مش مهم، المهم انا بعمل حاجة كويسة ولا لا.
It'd be great if I could think like you.
انا بقيت ماشية كده برضه.
But first things first. I remember where Siraj's cave is now. I'll take you there.
بالذات الناس اللي هي يعني ايه متخيلاك مثلا بشكل معين، او اللي هو منتظرة حاجة مثلا معينة منك، او منتظرة انك تبقى مثلا شخصية معينة فده بيبقى بيشكل عبء على الشخص يعني. فاللي هو مش مهم بقى يفكروا ازاي ولا مش مهم.
Really? That's great!
يلا.
Paimon remembers that you said there are 2 things that you had to do. We've only checked off 1, right? What about the other one? Are we not gonna do that first?
There are more important things at hand. We have to stop Siraj before he completes his collective consciousness.
You're right. Let's head out.
هو كون الياس ده متورط بشكل او باخر مش عارفه، حاسه ان في there's more to the story، مجرد ان هو بس ناسي ومش ناسي. طب مش عارف يعني.
This is the place.
It's so well hidden. But there's...
Enter the research base. Okay. عايز حد دندرو. لو هنلعب بالهيثم فاعتقد ان الهيثم كفاية صح كدندرو يعني. نو هو كده كده انا مش عايزة اصلا سكروز بصراحة. ممكن احط بدلها ماشي، ما كنت ماشية كويس بكالي.
Trainee Forest Ranger Kale, reporting.
بس كده كده هنلعب يعني اعتقد هنلعب بالهيثم بس ان قصته كمان طالب دندرو في البتاع، فغالبا هيبقى اللي هو زي التست كده. شخصية 5 يعني. تمام. انت قاعدة على حجري ويعني not the best يعني، اسمه ايه، مش افضل وضع للعب بصراحة. بس عشان اللعبة هنا رايقة شوية، لكن لو في العاب تانية العوي يعني لو قعدتها على حجري مش هعرف اعمل حاجة. ايوه قلت برضه نلعب بالهايف، الله اسمه والله منور يعني، عارف اللي هو بس ايه في الجروب بتاع كده واحد اسمه الهيثم. يعني uncommon يعني. بس عشان مبوظيش السماعة، حاسبي عشان عايزة اشوف راسك يا حبيبتي عشان اشوف. لا 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 لا. بتاع الأجنحة لايق عليه قوي.
Weird. It's bigger on the inside than Paimon imagined. Are you sure it's still a work in progress? Ilyas, do you remember this place? Huh?
حلاوة. مدخلش
Ilyas?
معانا ولا ايه، ولا هو كت ولا ايه؟
I don't sense him nearby.
Did he get separated from us? Should we wait here or turn around and look for...
There's no need for that. Let's keep moving.
طز فيها.
Alright. We'll continue.
السيف بتاعه كمان. شكله فظيع.
Flicker.
الكول داون بتاعه تحفة رائع مش ممكن. يا لهوي ما بستحملش الكول داون الطويل. وانا اقعد ابقى بانرجي مثلا ريتشارج او حاجة. ان شاء الله لما نجيبه. ايه ده؟ ايش اللي بيحصل؟ هو ده سراج ده؟
It's okay, Ilyas.
راجل.
You've done more than enough for me already.
I don't understand. Everyone knows that Johnny is stealing your research. Why is no one willing to go public with the truth? He shamelessly used your thesis to send in a project application. And whenever the project hits a wall, he asks you for help. Everyone knows what's going on.
ثواني يا ماما ثواني بصي بصي يا عمو.
Do you know how
بصي
many
يا عمو.
people are working on that project? If Johnny was kicked out because of academic fraud, that'd be the end of the project. Too many people would...
But he's obviously taking advantage of you. He throws you the hardest work, and after you're done pulling all-nighters, he struts around with your research data and takes... That's not right! Why are you putting up with this?
A lot of people warn me to not say anything. And I think they have a point. This is just how things are. All... It's okay.
حاجة
He's at least
مستفزة.
paying me.
Half a year of your time and effort. Countless all-nighters and casual threats and insults. All for... He's treating people like cattle.
Enough. It's fine. I just need to suck it up and get it done.
التاني اسمه ايه؟ اللي بيستغله ده؟ اشمعنى احنا اللي
What's the
شوفنا الحاجات دي؟
matter? Huh? You could read minds this whole time and you never told Paimon?
يا
Of
بنت
course not. I was also able to see those memories just now. They were probably the
Paimon الوحيدة اللي
ones
ما
that
شافهاش.
glitched out while Ilias was connecting to the collective consciousness.
Connecting collective consciousness?
بس يا بنت.
It's clear that this place isn't a work in progress. The hive has long been finished. The collective consciousness project is already complete, and Ilias is now returning to the collective.
طب ثواني حاضر حاضر. The collective of the project is now returning to the collective.
Not entirely. Keep walking and you'll see why.
حاضر حاضر. حاضر. ايه ده؟ واو بصي يا عمو بيعمل ايه؟ بصي يا عمو بيعمل ايه؟ مش عارفة ايه الفكرة يعني.
Here you are.
Dissipate!
I'm a natural being. فين الباقي؟
flicker.
لا.
It's completely different from what Ilias said. This place looks like it's been done for a while.
Contributing to the collective by only thinking to your strengths. How easy.
ما ينفعش ادخل عنده يعني. دول بقى اللي بيشاركوا في collective consciousness ولا اللي هو subjects اللي بيعملوا عليهم.
الهيثم. Just thinking of that name fills me with hatred. We must get rid of him.
عشان ضد الخطط بتاعتكم. طبعا هي بتفكر بتفكير جمعي او العقل الجمعي، فكر فيه مثلا الشخص الهاد بتاعهم كله بيفكروا نفس التفكير، فاهم؟ هو ده تقريبا العقل الجمعي. يلا بينا. طالما بتكرهوه يبقى انتوا اعدائي. بس خلصانه.
An entire year's worth of work down the drain. And for what? Your reputation? Do you have any idea how many people you brought down?
You could have played hero any time. So why couldn't you have waited until the project was complete?
I don't understand what you guys are saying. Are you saying you don't care that Raju jumped to his death?
ايه ده؟ الواد اللي كان عمال يقول له المفروض ما تسكتش ومش عارف ايه انتحر؟
It's a shame. What happened to him? I thought he was stronger than that. Everyone has been working hard to complete the project. He could have endured for a bit longer. But he chose now, of all times, to...
In any case, we're done with you. Because of your recklessness, the Matra are putting Johnny on trial. Oh, this project is done for. None of this affects you at all. But do you know how many people, myself included, needed this project to complete their studies?
هم كانوا ماشيين في البروجكت ده عادي كأنه حاجة عادية.
Now our futures are up in the air. If worst comes to pass, we might not be able to graduate. Do you understand?
I'm sorry.
There's no need for an apology. It's not like I'll accept it anyway. You'll pay for this.
كأنه عمل حاجة غلط يعني مش فاهمة ايه.
Hey, you're blinking out again. What did you see this time?
Don't jump to conclusions just yet. Save your words for when...
ايه ده؟ ايه ده؟ واحدة من subjects. فوقي اصحي يا ماما، مدرسة. Okay, no, go here first. الطنقي. ايه ده؟ انا افتكرته صندوق مش عارف. يا نهار ابيض. any chest around فين slots can control A select ايه مش فاهم.
Just in case, why don't we take both keys with us?
فهمت لو شلت ده هي بتاعي يعني كده لازم اشيل الاولاني الاول عشان بتاع ما يتقفلش اوكي حلو الحوار هذا طب في حاجة تاني
Alias, this is all very strange. Is there really no research group that will take you? Well, to pass this course, you must complete a paper with other researchers. I know you're a hero for fighting academic fraud, but we can't make exceptions for heroes, now can we?
البيطار ده ولا اسم ده مش غريب عليا
Maybe you should try to improve your relationship with the other researchers. Getting a reputation for being too unconventional will not stand you in good stead in the long run.
I understand.
You seem troubled.
ايه ده
Who are you?
Where are my manners? My name is Siraj.
Siraj. I've heard of you before. Do you...
The world hates people who don't fit in. I imagine you've had your fair share of trouble. After you reported
هيستغل
Johnny for
مشكلته يعني
academic fraud, you are ostracized and shunned. Even your family can't understand your actions.
ما التاني اللي انتحر اسمه ايه راجو يا ربي الاسامي بتاعتهم مش عارفه راجو وجاني مش اسامي عربيه دي خالص ايه اسامي ايه دي مش عارفه هندي راجو هندي تقريبا
However, I'm working on some
لكن
research.
سراج عربي
You merge into a collective. That way, your life won't be so dolorous. How about it? Wanna have a go?
طب مش تسأل يا ابني على طبيعة الريسيرش طبيعي
What did
ده
you
اسأل
see?
search for new message when I
Paimon can't believe it! He really did trick us! That giga jerk!
ممكن مش فاكر
No! Siraj is the real giga jerk here! Ilias is just a
اسكتي بس
Paimon's so mad! We're gonna find him and we're gonna make him explain himself!
صح عجبني الهيثم باصص لها وساكت اللي هو عارف اللي هو الشخص اللي بيقعد بس يتنرفز ويتعصب ويكسر وبتاع واللي قدامه ما يتفرج عليه بهدوء وبرود اعصاب عادي خلصتي كلامك توقعي يقول لها حاجه بس ثواني
ماما
نعم
قد
حاضر اخد انهي طريق ماشي يعني ماشي افتكرت ممكن للطريقتين يعني ثواني بوس فايت ولا البيج بوس بتاعه هو ده الياس صح في ايه يا حمد
You've come.
صوتك مسرسع كده
I intentionally slowed my integration into the collective consciousness because I wanted to see you one last time.
as Ilyas. wait نعم ثواني
And I wanted to apologize to you as him. It was only at Gandharvaville that the second thing I must do occurred to me. Bring you all to throw off the Matra and bring Alhaitham to the hive. That was my task as Siraj number 36.
الله، ده اشتغلنا كلنا. انا كنت حاسه ان في حاجه وراه، بس الفكره ان هو يعني كنت فاكره ان هو ايه، عايزه اقول ايه، حاجه هو مش فاكرها يعني. اقصد طلعت ان دي مهمته اصلا. ايش، بس كنت صح يعني، انا شك فيه من البدايه. كنت حاسه في something's not right يعني، نظام انه ناسي حاجات ومش عارف يعني. هو كده فهمت، هو كان بيتصرف كإلياس بره، تمام. وبعد كده اول ما دخل بقى الهايف وجابنا كلنا خلاص هنا، بقى ايه بقى كده جزء من العقل الجمعي ده، ولا اللي هي رجع لسراج نمبر 36 تاني عادي. هو بس كان محتاج انه يبقى إلياس بطبيعة إلياس اللي هي، او يعني بطبيعته، عشان ايه يعني، عشان يبقى بطبيعته اللي هو ما نشكش فيه، وانه يعين ناسي بقى ومش عارفه ايه.
Yes, I truly did forget many things during that time, even my identity and assigned responsibility. However, it's not that I got scared and forgot. I chose to delete those memories. It's difficult to fool Alhaitham, so I had to create the perfect guise for myself.
واعتقد ان الهيثم اصلا ما اتضحكش عليه، ويكون اصلا كان داخل وعارف اللي ممكن يحصل. اصل صعب انك تضحك على الهيثم في حاجه زي كده، اذا كان نفسي شكيت فيه يعني، بالك الهيثم هيعمل ايه يعني، مش هيشك فيه يعني. حاجه تانية كمان، لما قال للبايمون، هو قال لبايمون ولا ترافلر، بس قال لها ايه سيف، ايه يعني زي ما تقوليش وجهة نظرك دلوقتي. لا ما ينفعش. It's difficult to show him, so I had to create the perfect image.
And the best guise is when you believe your own lies.
Correct. I only told you that the hive was incomplete because I had deleted my memories of its completion. It was finished a long time ago. Before I left, I was already living as number 36. Now, I choose to return. Only here can I be truly free. That's all I wanted to say. After I enter this room, my consciousness will merge back into the collective. And so, this is goodbye.
طب فين سراج نفسه؟
Is this your
ولا هو قتله ولا ايه؟ بالظبط.
The person we know is Ilyas, not Siraj number 36. The outside world is painful sometimes, but Paimon doesn't think that's a
Do you need more time to consider, Ilyas?
The big boss.
That is Siraj.
So you're that Giga Jerk.
Giga Jerk? Huh, how bold of you. Have I done something to
You?
I modified Akasha terminals to allow users to share memories and emotions. Then, I recruited researchers from the academia to build a collective consciousness. I assigned numbers to everyone and divided the experiment's tasks amongst themselves. Here, people can live easily and happily without needing to exercise complex mental thought. This is what they have chosen. All I've done is fulfill their wishes.
You're just trying to justify yourself.
Then I ask you, what's the difference between here and the outside? There are researchers at the academia who engage in dangerous research in extreme environments. People are so obsessed with collective will that even those on the fringes will attempt to fit in after suffering setbacks. Isn't that right, Ilyas? There's no need to deny this, as it is fact. It is natural for social creatures to congregate, and the terminus of conformity is a collective consciousness through which even an ordinary bee colony can become a powerful swarm. Replace the bees with humans, and this model becomes even more potent.
حبيبتي يا ابني، انت كده بتجرد الشخص من his يعني from his own will، من الإرادة الحرة. كده مبقاش بني آدم، كده بني يعني مش هيبقى زي يعني هيبقى زي الحيوانات او القطيع يعني من الآخر.
Welcome to the hive, Alhaitham. You once arrogantly denied the merits of this project before the Grand Sea. A few simple words from you, and my research was consigned to nothingness.
عشان كده بقى
Of course, I'm well aware that you don't care about it.
he holds a grudge.
You don't care about the pain of others. But I didn't give up. I made my thesis into reality.
When we arrived, I noticed many empty rooms in the hive.
Oh, you noticed that? Then can you guess where their inhabitants are? The answer is the academia. They're executing another phase of the
يا نهار
plan.
اسود.
Plan to install me as a
يا
saint.
لهوي.
The collective consciousness links all of us into a single mind, showcasing our individual strengths as we work together. We are able to execute
أكيد منهم
complex
الست اللي هي
undertakings
اسمها
while
ايه؟
instantaneously modifying our
لا
strategies
بس
in response to unexpected
بس يا بنتي
situations.
خليني اركز. complex undertakings while instantaneously modifying our strategies in response.
Everything has been proceeding smoothly. You are our biggest obstacle. With you out of the way, I'll use my growing influence to turn the collective consciousness into a legitimate study. The project will snowball until ultimately everyone will be part of my hive. No. The hive will be in control.
We won't let you do this!
يا ابني انت كده مشغل روبوتس
What
عندك.
can you achieve with mere words? You weren't even able to change Ilyas's mind. Return to the hive, number 36.
يا
Yes.
لهوي.
Wait! Don't go back! Look! There are and you aren't an outcast! Aren't we your friends?
That's easy for you to say, given that you're travelers. Will you two continue to stay at the academia? When you leave, tragedy will repeat it. Return, number 36. You know as well as I do that comforting words don't make life.
Ilias? Why?
You two are just as arrogant as Alhaith. You think that everyone should be like you and live according to their own truths. But you don't realize that most people... I allowed number 36 to leave the hive without his memories only because I knew he would eventually return. This proves that I know more about human nature than you do.
عشان عارف ان اصلا شخصية الياس ده ما بيخضعش او ما بينصاعش لل يعني لا he will fight يعني.
Alhaitham, do say a word or two. I will consider them.
I made those words quite clear a year ago. The model you presented was extremely unstable. No amount of garish packaging will change its fragile nature. It can't be helped. If you were clever enough to realize those problems, then you would have been aware that the hive changed when Ilias returned to this collective consciousness of yours.
What?
الكلام اللي قاله بيأثر على
The
الكولكتيف.
collective needs motivation to execute its plans, just as machinery requires energy to operate. That's why you, as the Overmind, synchronized your hatred of me into the collective, prompting them to create and execute a plan to eliminate me. However, when Ilias returned to the collective, his memories and emotions were shared with the rest of its members. This includes his perception of me.
Thanks for that. You don't seem like such a bad person.
عشان هو لما خرج وكان اصلا عنده فكرة عن الهيثم ان هو وحش ويعني he hates him، بس هو غير رأيه لانه كان كإلياس الحقيقي، فغير رأيه لانه بيتعامل his own بقى consciousness his own will، مش بيفكر بعقل جمعي. فلما دخل بقى الهايف جاب كل الثوتس والميموريز دي، لما الميموريز رجعت تاني كل الثوتس معاها يعني رجعت هي كمان، فمنها تفكيره بشأن برضه الهيثم او فكره شأن الهيثم.
Strange, isn't it? Why did I have those thoughts at that time?
حتى هو الياس كان مستغرب انا ليه كان عندي اصلا الافكار دي وقتها، عشان ده مأثر عليه.
And these two differing emotions will give rise to new conflict.
So that's it. Wait, so you knew that Ilias would return to the hive?
نعم ماشي.
And then you pretended to keep him around just to fool Siraj.
مش قلت لكم ان هو فاهم من البداية؟
Wouldn't expect any less from you, Alhaitham. Once the collective consciousness bugs out, we'll take that opportunity
عشان الحق.
It's back to normal already.
All Haytham, I told you.
Mama.
You're too arrogant.
ماشي.
Did you really think that your little scheme would be enough to destabilize the hive? Ilyas's return had indeed introduced abnormal emotions into the hive. Such a
يا بنتي مش عارفة أركز.
cannot give rise to waves.
Ilyas's return had indeed introduced abnormal emotions into the hive. Not such a new.
Your struggle has been in vain, and it's time to end it. Allow me to show you what.
ليه؟ ماشي.
So many monsters. Where did they come from?
يا بنتي اصبري بقى. بصي
Something feels off about them.
I also integrated monsters into the collective, though I ranked them last. Even so, they are part. Despite their lack of intelligence, perfect cooperation can be achieved, much like soldiers. Now then, drown in endless waves of monsters. You will all pay for your ceaseless arrogance.
Hey, Alhaitham? Your plan didn't work.
I've already sent my gift to the collective. It'll take some time for the recipient to receive. You two just need to brace yourselves for the nuisance in front of us.
Well, all right. Paimon doesn't know how you get so confident, but we'll hold them off for as long as we.
ثواني يا ماما. هما فين؟ أيوه.
Try this on for size. Stand with me.
Flicker. Scatter.
Alhaitham isn't that bad of a person.
But it has to be done. He must be eliminated so that we can evolve.
لو أنا عملت
Kamisato Aki. Suiyu!
I'll settle this. Our bond is strong.
Flicker.
والله اللعب بيه ممتع على فكرة. هو بس محتاج
You see?
طريقة معينة
That
في
is the
اللعب
will
يعني.
of the collective. Even with the hatred gone, they continue their work. An external anomaly cannot shake the collective.
ماشي يا أخويا ماشي. بس يا ماما.
Be still.
Here you are. Defract. He won't hold out for much longer.
He's a lot tougher than we imagined.
Something's gone wrong at the Academia. The Matra.
How bold.
Nice and spicy.
Well now.
ماسك كل بداون بتاعه محتاج ايه شغل
Here you
جامد.
are.
What's going on? What's with this sudden influx of information? Silence! As the Overmind, I command you!
بس عمو الشرير بيعمل ايه؟ عمو الشرير بيعمل ايه؟ استنى كده. شكرا.
A depth back. I may have overestimated.
A process of elimination. How bold.
Out of my way!
How is that possible? Why hasn't it been resolved yet?
شنطة حمار.
Error in our judgment?
لا
The
هو
will of the collective cannot be wrong. The Overmind must have made an error in his judgment.
But Siraj is the most intelligent among us. He is number one. His judgment is the optimal one.
Is that true? No, not necessarily.
Get them! Break this off the side!
Sorry for the trouble.
نصحي البت اللي ماتت دي.
Race you! Stand with me!
Kamisato Arc. Suyu.
حسبي يا حبيبتي حبيبتي حسبي.
Here you are. Defract.
Your bond is strong!
يا ولا الحتة الأخيرة دي حلوة.
What have you done?
Calm down. Don't you have an easy way to figure this out? You were only designated as number 36? What a shame. From what I can see, your talents merit a smaller number. Putting aside the validity of the data, it is meaningless to judge individuals based solely on their jnana energy.
What you said
شككوا
to
في
Ilias
نفسه.
has now become a memory shared by all members of the Hive. I see it now! You've channeled and amplified their selfish desires! You're trying to destroy my Hive from the inside out!
Human minds are not infinitely pliable, and your Hive has stretched many of them to their limit. Once your authority as Overmind starts to wane, it won't be long before your subjects snap back. Is it worth living here like a machine? Being a tool for the rest of my life? As soon as one person begins to have these thoughts, selfishness, doubt, and fear will propagate, thanks to the web of consciousness that you built. At this stage, your so-called Hive has already fallen.
It's not over yet.
هم اللي هيتحكموا فيه؟
I am the Overmind! There has to be a way!
It's too late. Once the desires of the Hive accumulate, beyond a certain threshold, they will kill their king.
Wouldn't have suffered such a disgraceful defeat if I was the Overmind.
My number shouldn't be so far down the list. Siraj is alive.
This isn't what we agreed to!
I should be the one in your position!
اقعد هنا. يا سلام ايه ده السلاح بتاعه؟ ماشي حبيبي ماشي. اهو الخاص اهو.
Shut down?
لا.
امال ايه؟ ما ده الخاص اهو والله.
ناس.
What happened just now?
ناس.
ماشي.
Members of a collective consciousness are more likely to reach a consensus because of their shared memories and emotions. For example, Ilios did have differing perceptions, but he ultimately followed the collective consciousness's judgment. However, this system is far from perfect. Based on this logic, the collective consciousness will generate an intractable diffusion effect upon encountering negative emotions. The disturbance that Ilios caused wasn't for naught. It made the collective question the Overmind.
Setbacks in the plan further amplify doubt, which diminishes the Overmind's influence. This inevitably causes the collective to generate negative emotions.
Apprehension, disappointment, panic, avarice. These negative emotions can be very well hidden, as humans generally do not share completely transparent channels of communication. But in the hive, where there are no secrets, negativity can spread like a tidal wave. Of course, what I said to Ilios was the trigger for all of this. A few words were enough. Believe in the power of words, Siraj.
ايوه انت تقول لي
You were already thinking of a way to destroy the collective
على
consciousness.
يدي.
Even back then.
هو فعلا كلامه سلاح ومخه مخه كمان سلاح. هنغني ولا ايه؟
You knew that Ilias was the babe all along?
I knew it from the moment I saw him. Moreover, I never looked down on you. My opinion of you has always been objective.
شفت لكم ان هو فاهم.
You have a naive view towards the concepts of collective consciousness and human evolution, but you are intelligent and you would never let a test subject escape. Mistakes like that are beneath you, and you also won't leave any mistake without a resolution.
I never thought I'd hear those words come from you. But if you're saying that out of sympathy, spare me. I know very well that you've never viewed me as an equal. When you were with us, you always had a distant look in your eyes. You don't need to hide it. I know it better than anyone else. The arrogance that comes with being a genius. Nobody likes being treated like that.
Your perspective is entirely born from your habitual way of looking at things. From your perspective, you probably think I'm like you, someone who doesn't fit in. However, I've never placed myself on a pedestal. I just want to distance myself from meaningless noise and look at everything objectively. On the other hand, you have failed to come to terms with who you truly are. You care too much about winning and how others perceive.
You mean to say that I'm the arrogant one here?
Is that not so? Arrogant and emotionally fragile. You view people as a simple, mediocre collective, while you regard me as one of your kind.
Regardless, I have lost. You can take me back to the academia and stand trial.
ناس مالهم؟ إذا تنامي؟
You will stand trial, yes. But arresting people isn't in my job description. I'm just an ordinary staff member. I believe it is the General Mahamatra's duty to escort you away.
جه؟ اوريدي كان قايل لساينو ولا ايه؟
I followed the symbols. Looks like things have already been settled.
symbols؟ ده كان سايب له symbols؟ الله الله ما شاء الله، يعني محضر كل حاجة in advance. زي برضو بعمل الخطة بتاعت انقاذ ناهدة وكده.
I left a similar picture in my letter to him, and I made several similar symbols on the way here.
Wait, what do you mean you left a letter?
يا بنتي اهدي شوية بقى.
When Paimon first saw you, Arab said that you had left a letter for Sino.
مين
So
أرام
you
ده؟
really did know that something was up with Ilias from the start. You lied to us.
It'd be best if you didn't spout nonsense. I never employed any mode of trickery on you.
هو بصراحة أحسن أنت ما تقولش البايمن، يعني الترافلر ممكن يكتم أو تكتم الحاجة، لكن بايمن دي أصلا ما بتبلش في بقها فولة، فالأحسن أقول.
By the way, I came across some information at the Academia a few days ago. If you practice the method discussed therein, your vision may improve. Do you need it?
Seriously? This. By the way, Sino, Paimon heard that Siraj sent more people to the Academia. We can't let those jerks.
Don't worry. The Matra have started screening suspicious persons. And we've already arrested many of Siraj's. This was likely one factor that caused the Hive's consciousness to waver.
Good. Seems like the interesting part is already over. I'll leave the arrests to you all. See you.
عمل مهمته خلاص.
And off he goes. There still are a lot of test subjects here, so let's stick around for a while.
خليها المرة الجاية او يعني فيديو تاني من الاخر. انا مش عارفة فاضل قد ايه على القصة، يعني كده خلصت ولا لأ، بس لو خلاص قربت تخلص، عشان بس أنا يعني لازم اقفل الفيديو دلوقتي، فلو قربت تخلص هسجل الباقي واضيفه للحلقة دي يعني بحيث ان تبقى خاصة في حلقة واحدة. لو لا فاضل كتير هبقى في حلقة منفصلة ان شاء الله. ف either way اشوفكم بقى في الحلقة الجاية او في التكملة، و اشوفكم بعدين. والسلام عليكم. انا شفت مغيرة في التيم بتاعي فطبعا قفلت الدومين، اضطريت اقفل الدومين عند الحتة دي عشان المرة الجاية اسجل برضو كده، عادلي من الاول للاسف. خليت اللعبة خرجت بقى من مش قفلت الدومين، قفلت اللعبة خالص تمام، فراح لقيتها خرج بره الدومين، واضطريت ان انا اعيد الحتة الاولانية يعني اول ما دخلنا الدومين لحد النقطة دي، فقلت بقى اسجل لكم من هنا على طول.
Oh no. Oh no. I was involved in all these plans to get rid of the acting Grand Sage? What came over me? How could I do so?
We were accomplices without knowing it.
Cool.
But I'm afraid that الهيثم might pressure the Matra into giving us heavier sentence. Whether he's the scribe or the acting Grand Sage, we can't afford to offend him. It seems our future at the Academia will be full of uncertainty.
We can discuss the future later. Leaving the collective left me with a strange sense of guilt. I didn't feel anything towards Alhaitham at first, since he wasn't well known. All the opinions I heard about it, Siraj made us hate Alhaitham, and we blindly accepted that hatred, and from how things look, we've done a lot of...
I guess we're getting what we deserve. Could you help us apologize to Alhaitham?
On one condition، يعني ان هو يطلع لي في مش ناوي يطلع لي.
Sure, I will help you tell Alhaitham, but whether he chooses to forgive you is up.
It's okay. No matter what he chooses, apologizing will make us feel slightly better.
It's time to go.
Let's go.
الطاقية اللي حاطينها دي شكلها غريب.
So, were they all doomed?
عاملة زي البريد شوية، ولا البريد، ولا معرفش اسمه ايه بتاع الجنود ده.
We can ask Alhaitham about.
حاسس بالندم.
Looks like I can't exist as Siraj number 36. When I was at Gandharvaville, I thought about whether I should just come forward with the truth, but I didn't have the courage then. So in the end, I lost my sense of justice.
Ilias?
Don't be sad. I'm the one who deceived. However, I didn't come out of this completely empty-handed. The moment I realized that the collective I was always trying to fit into wasn't as powerful as I... Understanding that gave me courage somehow. Perhaps one day I could be just like Alhaitham and not care about what anyone else thinks.
ايوه خليك زي الهيثم، خليك زيي. I don't care about anyone what anyone else thinks برضو نفس الحوار.
You can do it. Paimon believes.
Thanks. Well, I should get going. I'm one of the primary suspects in the case, so I'll have to receive my due punishment. Can you keep this a secret from my parents and my sister? I just... Also, please apologize to Alhaitham for me.
كام اعتذار لحد دلوقتي. لا بقولكوا ايه يعني اسمه ايه يعني مش
All the
not for
test
free.
subjects have been taken away.
معلش هعتذر لك او اعتذر بالنيابة عنك يعني ادفع بقى عشان
I'll have my subordinates seal the place, retrieve all documentation, and destroy the system. Are you too hurt? I brought bandages and hemostatics.
Oh, you were so considerate.
Hyman's fine. Just a little tired.
Get some rest.
مسألتيش
Alhaitham is
انتي
probably
هو
waiting for you at
قصده
the
عليا.
entrance. Go see him when you're done here. Watch out for any of Siraj's associates who might still be in hiding. If you encounter anything you can't take care of.
Okay, you stay safe too. Let's go meet up with Alhaitham.
Stand with me!
The matter's settled. We can return. I actually thought it would have been settled sooner. This took much longer than I expected. Judging by your faces, it seems like you two still have some questions. I respect your curiosity, but I'm off the clock now, so I'm not going to field any questions.
Hey, we're not your colleagues.
You couldn't tell that was an excuse just now?
بالظبط.
Are you kidding me? You're not leaving today until you explain what happened back at Siraj's secret base.
See ya.
ما بيطقش الناس. اسكتي انتي.
Are you done? Your behavior is reminding me of some other people.
أوه كافي. بص انا من بره الموضوع ده عم الحاج هي اللي
Stop changing the subject.
It's too much of a hassle to explain everything from the top. You know what? Come with me.
Where to?
You'll know when we get there.
يا لهوي ما بيطقش الكلام فاضي. manners يا عم manners. بيته ده ولا ايه او بتاع المكان اللي هو الهيثم's home فعلا. خدنا على شقة فاضية يا عايز ايه واخد ترافلر على شقة فاضية ايه ها.
Is this your home?
اوبا ايه ده كانش باين من يعني كان باين صغير من مرة.
Yes.
What's with you all of a sudden? Being all polite and invite.
Ah, you're back. Quick, come help me see if this painting's all straightened. And... Huh? Who are they?
انت مالك هو انت كمان عندك فيجن ولا ايه؟ ايه ده هو هيبقى بلايبل كاركتر ولا حاجة؟ مش معقول صح؟ بس عنده فيجن يعني هما ليه مش جايبين اسمه يعني ما احنا عرفنا اسمه من القصة عادي الاركان كويست.
Stop making a fuss. They're obviously guests.
You're not from the academia, are you?
I'm unsure she's seen you before.
Wait, what? How do you know me?
هو ماله بيتخانق كده
no,
ايه؟
do people know that I live here?
What? You're embarrassed only now of all time?
Oh, you guys are roommates!
Yes we are, but keep that to yourselves. Please, don't tell
ليه؟
anyone else.
هيعايروك انك روميت مع الهيثم.
I keep a few books on collectives and the subconscious here at home. I'll get them.
Hey! You're leaving just like that? What's the deal, Alhaitham? Sorry, I know we've only just met, but I have to ask. Are you, you wouldn't happen to be actors that الهيثم hired to pretend to be his friends, would you?
عشان هو مش عارف دماغه دايما ما بيعرفش يقرا دماغه.
Guess not. I've never seen him invite friends home before, so please excuse my surprise. You guys get it, right? You know, with his temperament and stuff.
لا عشان احنا ناس سبيشال يا بابا، احنا سبيشال ف جايبنا البيت.
You his friend?
I wouldn't say friends. Okay, well, we used to be, but we're not anymore.
Huh?
Don't worry about it. My name is Kaveh. I'm sorry to have met you under these circumstances. Anyway, please.
You seem like you got a lot going on. So maybe.
Are you serious? How could you?
What? That was a normal response. You exposed your own
Still, why do you have to treat me like he does?
Judging by the deafening din coming from the living room, you all must be getting along quite well.
Entertain your own friends, why don't you?
I'll leave the books here.
Paimon's dizzy from reading. This is way too complicated. Paimon wants to know, oh, how did you know about—
A year ago, Suraj presented his thesis to the Grand Sage, who offhandedly asked for my opinion. I actually responded with 2 lines. The first, as I've already said, was that his research was on human evolution, a subject prohibited by the Act. The second was that I thought the direction of his research was too extreme, but his approach too conservative.
Wait, that's too conservative? He built such a large lab, gathered all those people, and even tried—
One way to stabilize a collective consciousness is to remove the test subject's humanity altogether. The optimal solution to achieve collective consciousness is to focus solely on the overmind and treat the—
That's way too dangerous. You're not seriously considering that, are you? 'Cause
I'm merely stating the facts. If Suraj had done that, I would have felt his work. It's impossible for any species to evolve overnight, and humans without their humanity cannot be called human. That's why the academia prohibited research into human evolution. Most research of this kind tends to run contrary to evolution.
احسن هتبقى مش evolution، ده هيبقى العكس فعلا من التطور، انحدار. احسن ان احنا نعمل حاجه زي كده.
Paimon gets it now.
Ha! That's rich coming from you. If humans aren't humans without their humanity, then you'll probably evolve into some other species in another decade, I wager.
لا معلش بقى، انا هعترض عليك في الحته دي، لان الهيثم مش عنده هيومانيتي، هو مش عنده مشاعر. فرق بين الهيومانيتي والايموشنز او الامباثي مثلا، فرق كبير جدا بينهم. يعني ممكن يبقى شخص مش ايموشن، مش يعني اسمه ايه، مش ايموشنال، مش عنده تعاطف قوي مع الاخرين، لكن عنده مثلا عنده انسانيه.
What about you? Are you going to devolve into a fungus?
At least I'd be a fungus with empathy.
empathy بالظبط. يعني هو اديك قلت empathy، الفرق بين الامباثي والهيومانيتي. يعني مش معنى واحد ما عندوش ايموشنز او الايموشنز بتاعته مثلا اقل من ناس تانية، مش معنى كده ان هو شخص يعني معدوم الانسانيه يعني.
Sorry for eavesdropping, but what happened to you guys?
Sort of. We encountered a strange researcher.
Are you all okay?
الصوت بس to be more so they had it out.
Huh. So that's how things... Such is life. If only he'd known, الهيثم could have stayed indoors today, and the whole thing could have been avoided. Plus, he could have helped me with the housework for once. See those books? They've been sitting there waiting for someone to sort through them for an age. If you're not gonna read them, tidy them away. They don't belong there.
Can you feel the awkwardness in the air? I hope you're aware of your lack of conversational skills.
Oh, so the pot's calling the kettle black, is he? Well, having said all that, are you okay?
I'm doing quite well. Much better than that painting you're trying to hang on the wall.
You don't understand anything. Stop criticizing my taste in decoration.
والله من بدري وانا بقول الكافيه ده تحس انه عامل زي البنات كده ليه، حتى ستايله في اللبس بنات ولابس دي حلاقين وحاجات ايه.
Paimon can't tell which of them is more problematic. Let's just get this over with and leave.
من الاخر هو عامل زي النار والماء، يعني ما ينفعوش مع بعض، النار والميه I blame your curiosity, Paimon.
You whisper very loudly.
Oh,
Do you have any more questions?
let Paimon think. Oh, by the way, the other researchers apologized.
I bear them no ill will. More accurately, I don't really care about what they think of me. To some extent, they were also fooled by Siraj. The Matra will take this into—
Ilias also said that he wanted to tell us the truth at Gandharvaville, but he apologized to you.
It doesn't matter. I never considered asking him to come forward with the truth. Judging from his experiences, he's more courageous than the average person. There's no need to lay even more criticism on him. Criticizing the brave only shows how weak you yourself are.
Need to lay even more criticism on him. The brave only shows how weak.
I'm going for dinner in 10 minutes, so I'll field one last question.
Paimon doesn't have any more questions. How about you? Oh, yeah, that's a good... You only started investigating with the Matra at the Academia because you were interested in something, right? But after meeting Siraj, it didn't seem like you were interested in him or...
I had no interest in him personally, but I was curious as to why so many people were willing to form a collective. I now understand the reason. Correct. The fall of the Sages and the shutdown of the Akasha terminals deeply affected. The fact that Siraj's project attracted so much interest despite not being approved speaks to the lack of research projects as of late. As the acting Grand Sage, I'll have to figure something out. In addition, what happened to Ilias is worth our attention. Reporting academic fraud was the right thing to do. He didn't deserve the outcome that he had received.
بالظبط، أنا بقى معاك في الحتة دي جدا.
Paimon understands now. Oh, you're pretty serious.
I think minimum viable seriousness is a more apt description. I'll do my best to take care of this mess until my resignation is approved.
Wait, your resignation?
Yes. I've already submitted my resignation to the Academia. Soon, I'll resign as the acting Grand Sage and go back to being its scribe.
هيرفض يعني أو اللي هيستقيل يعني من المنصب اللي هو acting Grand Sage.
I don't think Siraj knew about that. If he had waited just a few more days before acting, I would have already resigned. What he'd do then wouldn't have been any concern of mine. However, even without my input, his unstable model would have collapsed for some other reason, so it makes no difference.
But why do you want to resign?
I'm not suited to be a sage, nor do I want to be one. The official process to select the new sages is already underway, but this process is long and takes far too
يا عم
much
كنت عايزاك
time.
تبقى انت السيج يعني، والله كنت هتبقى مناسب. لا you're suited to be a sage بصراحة، انت عبقري جدا وبرضه مازال عندك شوية empathy او humanity يعني، وعنده اللي هو الإحساس بالحق والعدل يعني عنده مبدأ من الآخر يعني. فهو ده كده بس، يعني محتاجين ايه تاني في السيج اصلا. لكن بقى I don't want to be one. ماشي.
If I serve as acting Grand Sage for too long, the position might become permanent. That would be troublesome. This job isn't something I want to spend the rest of my life doing. It's important to keep your priorities straight. Well, it's about time. You two should grab—
Oh, now that you say that, Paimon's kinda hungry. See ya! We're gonna grab some yummies!
See ya.
اوه بقيت رانك 55. وات ايت لوحدها كده؟ مش فاهمة حاجة. I don't understand. Wait.
The name Siraj doesn't ring a bell. Was he in your class?
He isn't someone who would leave an impression, so it's expected that you don't remember him.
I've always had a hard time appreciating the way that the Academia pressures people by labeling them as geniuses. But even so, the Academia can't be left to you. Or perhaps I should say that I'm delighted to see that you have a base amount of self-awareness. If the people in the Academia haven't gone mad, they'd know that I'm much more suited to be a sage than you.
يا فرحة انت تبقى سيج مش لاقي خالص. يعني مش ماشيه خالص. ده انت هتكسر، يعني عايزه اقول ايه لو اختلفت مع حد هتنفخه من الاخر يعني. هيتخانق مع كل من هب ودب. لا مش مناسب خالص يبقى سيشنز. منصب الاداره ده بيبقى محتاج واحد كده مش عصبي، واحد مش مثلا يتخانق على الراحه والجايه، لا واحد كده عنده اتزان و وعقلاني كده. مش مناسب خالص ليك يعني.
And I
هي
suppose
لعبه.
they'd let everyone know that your career as a sage will be as shaky as that painting.
Again, that's mighty rich coming from someone about to resign. In a few days, you'll be managing files again.
But my salary will likely stay the same.
Wait, what? How come? Why do you get special treatment?
At least I don't have to be an architectural designer who works himself to death just to get a smile from his client.
You... I took time out of my day to clean the living room for you, and this is the thanks I get for it? I'd have been better off catching up on my work. I still have designs to finish.
هو صراحة الهيثم بيحرق الدم.
Make sure to pay back the rent you owe me. I'm going to buy some furniture with that Mora.
What? Are you trying to annoy me to death? The decorations you buy keep getting uglier and uglier. What's the point of having a boring wood carving in your house?
You'll have to blame that on my financial freedom.
يا لهوي.
Fine. Go ahead and hide behind your financial success if you want. But if we forget Mora for a second, do you have anything of true value to boast about?
I think I'd have too many choices, to be honest. You, on the other hand, can you think of any redeeming features at all?
Artistry, for sure. You don't know the first thing about interior design. Don't go off buying random furniture unless you take me with you.
So I'll have to bring you along and then buy you drinks?
Of course.
But why would I do that? It would just be another form of a loan, and you'd have to pay me back eventually.
بخيل أوي.
Can't you just be nice and not ask for the Mora back?
Pretending that you're not in debt is as ridiculous as pretending you're not living in someone else's home. Word will get out sooner or later.
Speaking of which, your friends won't say anything, right? Tell them to keep all this a secret.
secret. انت جيت مع الناس الغلط يعني، بالذات بايمن. يعني الترافلر ماشي هتكتم، بايمن دي ما بتبلش في بقها فولة.
There's no need to hide it so carefully. I think the truth's already out. You're such a lightweight that a few drinks at the tavern had you spilling all your beans.
What? No, it can't be.
Allah.
The name Siraj doesn't ring a bell.
He isn't someone
I've always had.
ده بقية البيت يعني. طب نتفسح في البيت شوية. عشان كافح يتحرق دمه بقى. هبقى اجي ازوره كل شويه اذا سمحولي يعني. كده احنا عرفنا بيته تحت الأكاديمية على طول. إيه لو عايزني روميت معاك بدل الكافح، احنا موجودين يعني، ترافلر موجودة لو تحبها تكون روميت معاك احسن من كافح. ده مش هنتكلم، هي اصلا ساكتة طول الوقت يعني. بس الهيثم يعصب يا لهوي. ايه ده يحرق الدم. لا فعلا كان يحرق الدم بجد. لا وبيتكلم يعني برود وهدوء وما بيتخانقش يعني، معلش صوته مش تاني، صوته نرفوز كده، حس بياكل في بعضه. بس هو بجد يحرق الدم. ايه الرانك بقيت 55 والورلد ليفل ثواني بقيت 8. بس ازاي بقيت 8؟ مش المفروض ان انا بعمل مهمة الاسنشن ولا مالهاش دعوة؟ ثواني كده. Or level increase too. Your increase you will gain more bountiful treasures when it grows stronger. يعني ده بيطلع لوحده.
كام جماعة واحدة بقى. إيه البخل ده؟ ايه ده؟ مش هينفع ادخله تاني فعلا. هو له علاقة بالقصة بس. ماشي. هو ايه داخل في الشجرة جوه الشجرة؟ حسيته وسط صغير. ماشي. لسه. طيب دي كانت قصة الهيثم. اتمنى تكون عجبتكم. ما تنسوش تعملوا لايك وشير وسبسكرايب، واشوفكم فيديو جديد ان شاء الله. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.